ঠাকুর মা স্বামীজির চরণে প্রণাম জানিয়ে, পূজনীয় মহারাজকে আমাদের সবার তরফ থেকে প্রণাম জানিয়ে আমাদের জিজ্ঞাসুর দ্বিতীয় বর্ষপূর্তির তৃতীয় দিনের অধিবেশন শুরু করছি। আমরা সোমার গান দিয়ে আজকের অধিবেশন শুরু করব।
श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरन भव भय दारुणम् नव कंजलोचन कंज मुखकर कंज पद कंजारुणम् श्रीराम श्रीराम कंदर्पयगणित अमित छवि नभ नील नीरद सुंदरम पटपीत मानमो दरित रुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरम श्रीरामचंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरन भव भय दारुणम् भज दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंशनिकंदनम् रघुनंदयानंद कंद कौशल चंद्र दशरथ नंदनम् श्रीराम श्रीराम शिरमुकुट कुंडल तिलक चारुदारु अंग विभूषणम् आजानु भुज शरचापधर संग्राम जित खर दूषणम् श्रीराम श्रीराम इति वदति तुलसी दास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम् मम हृदय कंज निवास कुरु कामादि कलदलगंजनम् श्रीरामचंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरन भव भय दारुणम् श्रीराम 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 श्रीराम।
ভালো হলো।
থ্যাংক ইউ সোমা। এবার মহারাজ, ওভার টু ইউ।
ओम श्रीराम राम रामेति मनोरामे रमे रमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. So this mantra or this shloka is the part of Vishnu Sahasranama. So they say there are 1,000 names for Lord Vishnu, and if you say Rama 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 3 times or even 1 time, that is as good as equal to chanting 1,000 names of Vishnu, that is Vishnu Sahasranama. So that is the glory of the Lord Rama's name. Now today, as you know, some of you were very interested in to know about more about Ramayana, and in the previous year, in the first anniversary, we try to discuss between the conversations between Bharata and Rama, which was so beautiful, enchanting, and a lot of life lessons we had to learn from that. So today, I will be speaking like Rama as the ideal man. No, this Rama's history or Rama's biography, mainly the source book, original book is what Ramayana. What is this Ramayana? Ramasya Ayanam. Ayanam means it is the path traveled by the Rama. Now, many people take path, fine, everyone we travel, and Rama is also traveling or he has led his life. Why should we study? Because he's the ideal man and is the perfect man. So by knowing his path or the path which he has taken, the way he has worked, the way he has lived, by that we can learn a lot of life lessons. So Ramayana is the first history book in the world. So unfortunately, many people, they mix with the Puranas. So Ramayana and Mahabharata, they are never Puranas. Among 18 Puranas, Ramayana and Mahabharatas are the history books. So Ramayana is the first history book, which has got 24,000 verses, and Mahabharata is the second history book, or it is the largest history book in the world, because it has got 1 lakh or 100,000 slokas. Okay. Now Ramnavami is coming. This is a Chaitra Navratri. So these days, in many places in India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, especially, they try to chant Ramayana bit by bit in 9 days. So they chant, whoever knows Sanskrit, they'll be trying to chant the Ramayana. Or otherwise, in northern India especially, they chant Ramcharitmanas. So all these places, with all devotion they chant, it is like Parayana. It is like chanting. So they may expect goodness, the auspiciousness, or they may think that let us have a materialistic benefit or spiritual benefit or whatever. So basically they use as a Parayana. That is good, no doubt, but that itself is not enough. We have to understand the meaning of these verses, and 1 or 2 verses at least we should try to inculcate. We should practice, we should put into practice. So studying, analyzing the Ramayana and the Ramayana characters is very, very important for all of us. Why? We also face a lot of crisscrosses in the life, whether to do or not to do, how to do, when to do, why to do. So such questions, such paradoxes, such challenging situations, every one of us, we have to face and we will face from the birth to death. So at those times, how to behave is a big question for many of us. So here, when you study Ramayana, Mahabharata, or the life of any great saints, personalities, then we will get the answer how to behave. Yadyada charati shreshta tatta deveta rojana sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate. So whatever the great people they do in the world, follow them. That's what even Shri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So that's what we can, by knowing the personality and his traits, personality traits of Rama, one can try to follow in the path he has taken. Now, just a broad canvas, if you want me to say, even for example, family system. Now, by and large, we can see 3 types of family system or 3 types of family in the Ramayana. For example, what we can learn from Ramayana, for example, just to make you understand. First, Dasharatha's family. Dasharatha was a king. Apart from that, he is a father and husband. And he had got 3 wives. Of course, I mean, so many other people will be there, but authentically or whatever, the Pattarani, they say, queens, there were 3 queens. And they had 4 sons. We all know that. Now, one of the wife did a mistake, so-called, but all the 4 sons never quarreled each other. Rather, they all came in together. They came together and they corrected the mistake of the family, and so that the family's dignity did go into vain. Mother or father made a mistake and children corrected it. Children didn't go out of the track, basically. This is one. The second is, if you see, Vali and Sugriva. 2 brothers quarreled and third person came for the rescue and for the help, and finally one has to die. And the one more is Ravana again. So the father did a mistake. Some brother supported, some brother didn't support, and the children supported, whatever it may be. But they couldn't put him into track, and as a result, not only Ravana, most of their kith and kin and family people, relatives, everyone died. You see how glaring changes or how glaring differences we can see from family to family. Mistakes is common, every one of us we do. To err is a human, forgive is to divine. I had heard from one senior monk, that is Swami Ananyananji. So everyone does mistakes, never mind. But we have to correct. How to correct, when to correct, why to correct, all these things are very interesting. So even the family system, how one has to live, where to compromise, where not to compromise, all these things, it's quite interesting in Ramayana. Now, sometimes we do get a question by chanting Ramnam, or by chanting Ramnam Sankirtan, and by chanting Ramayana, does it bring any good? Yes. For example, there is a story. Swami Brahmananji visited Chennai, and once he was in students' home, Chennai students' home, where it is a 400 children are there, mostly either orphans or single parent or poor children are given free education. There he went and he also gave a foundation laying ceremony and also inauguration of the building he did. Either of the occasion he was staying there. And suddenly one day he said, from today onwards for 7 days or 9 days we shall have Ramnam singing every day. Monks were happy, devotees were happy, they started. But someone asked, all of a sudden, why did you start Ramnam? Because it is not Ekadashi or whatever, and there is no special occasion. Why you want us to do everyday Ramnam? What is the occasion? What is the reason? Then he said, at the compound or at the outskirts of our Chennai students' home premises, I saw the spirit or a devil, ghost or a spirit, whatever you say. So I want to protect this area. So how can I protect? By chanting Ramnam. So by regularly chanting Ramnam for a week or 7 or 9 days, then that will go away probably, or that cannot do any harm for us and for the people who are living in. So that is the reason I asked all of you to chant Ramnam. So the efficacy of Ramnam, the greatness of Ramnam Sankirtan, all the evil spirits, bad spirits, negative feelings can be removed by chanting Ramnam or by chanting Ramayana, etc. Now, in the Balakanda or in the first Kanda, first Sarga, first 100 slokas is the essence of Ramayana actually. It starts with a conversation or like a question and answer form between Narada and the Valmiki. So the first 100 slokas among the 24,000, the first 100 slokas, it gives the essence of the entire Ramayana story. If you read and understand the first 100 slokas, it gives the entire, the gist, the nutshell of the Ramayana. So beautiful. So it is like giving a trailer, we can say. So Narada and Valmiki are giving a trailer for the Ramayana, entire Ramayana Grantha, for the book. So after knowing the trailer, if people are interested, they go into the actual film. So they can go into, into the detailed study of the Ramayana. So Rama has been listed 16 qualities actually. So how is ideal man, for an example? Now I will tell 4 or 5 slokas, then afterwards I will start explaining. So the first sloka goes like this. Tapasvadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagvidam varam naradam pariprapacha Valmiki Munipungavam. Now, tapasvi, tapaha svadhyaya niratam. So one who has engaged himself in the penance and studies, and tapasvi, and he is that Valmiki, and Vagvidam. Vagvidam means among the persons who knows things or who among the enunciators. Then Varam here means it is the best tapasvi. And he is Pariprapacha, he is asking. Who is asking? Valmiki is asking. Whom? To whom? Naradam. So he is asking to Narada. And who is Narada? Is Munipungava. He is also Muni. Munipungava means he is eminent among the sages, is the best among the sages. Okay. What is the question he is asking now, Valmiki? Ko tvasmin sampraptam loke gunavan kascha viryavan dharmagnascha krutagnascha satyavakyo drudavrataha. Ko, when you split it becomes kaha. Kahatu asmin loke, asmin sampraptam loke. So, asmin loke, in this present world, in this world, not in the Swarga, not in the Naraka, not in the above worlds, in the Loka, in the earth where we are living, asmin loke, kaha sampraptam. Is anyone present in this world? Who is such person? Gunavan, who is with good qualities. And Viryavan, he is not only good person, but at the same time he should be with valor. Okay, Dharmagnascha. Dharmagnascha means one who follows Dharma, conscientious, like that. And Krutagnascha. Krutagnascha, you know, one who is mindful of the good deeds done to him. One who is grateful, having the attitude of gratitude. So, first quality is Gunavan, second quality is Viryavan, third quality is Dharmagna, fourth quality is Krutagna, then Satyavakya, one who speaks truth, one who is the speaker of truth. Then Drudavrataha, one who is determined in his deed. If he decides, he will do it. Okay, then the third sloka, Charitrena chako yuktaha, sarva bhuteshu ko hitaha, vidvan kaha samartascha, kashchaika priyadarshanaha. Charitrena yuktaha. Ko kaha charitrena yuktaha. One who is appropriate in disposition. Sarva bhuteshu kaha itaha. At the same time, one who is interested in the welfare of every being. Vidvan kaha. Who is an adept one, who is a wise person. Kaha samartascha. One who is capable. Kashchaika priyadarshanaha. One who is uniquely pleasant to look at it. One who is pleasant, physical pleasantness you can say, or in speech also you can say. One who is pleasant-natured person. Atmavan ko jitakrodo, dutiman ko anusuyakaha, kasya vibhayati devascha, jataroshasya sanyuge. Atmavan. Atmavan means self-controlled, one who is established himself in the self. Jitakrodaha, one who has conquered the anger. Then Dyutiman. Dyutiman means he is a brilliant one. Then Anusuyakaha, one who is free from jealous. Anasuya, we all know that, great lady. So Asuya means jealousy, Anasuya means one who is free from jealousy. Kasya vibhayati devascha. Devascha, even from whom the gods and goddesses, the celestial beings fear. Jata roshasya sanyuge. Jata roshasya means with anger born. Whenever it is required, at the same time he should also express his anger to control work, to control actions, to control someone. Yetad Ichami aham shrotum param kautuhalam hime maharsham tvam samartosi gnatumeva vidam naram. So the fifth sloka. Yetat aham shrotum ichami. I wish to listen. Is there any one person who has got all this? Then Maharshetvam Samartosi, because you travel to the three worlds also, so you are the only one who is capable of knowing these things. Natum eva vidam naram. Is there any one person, any human being or any man or any human being who has got all these qualities? So this is the basis for the exposition of the Rama's 16 qualities. So he is known as Maryada Purushottama. Means one who is a gentleman, one who follows the right thing always, one who is an ideal man. So again, if you want me to list out the 16 qualities, once more I will tell, you can tick yourself. First is Sarva Bhuteshu Hitaha. one who is benevolent to all living beings. Then Gunavan, one who is virtuous and one who is principled. Bhibayati Devascha, even the Devas fear. Dyutiman, brilliant. Anusuyakaha, one who is non-jealous. Then Satyavakya Paripalakaha or Satyavakyaha, one who is truthful. Samarthaha, competent. Vidwan, one who is well learned, well informed, or wise person, basically. Vidwan here, wise person. Then Atmavan, self-composed, yeah, self-composed or courageous also can be taken. Then Jitakrodaha, one who has got a mastery over anger. Krutagnaha, one who is grateful for the people who have helped them, mostly. And of course, in this Rama's case, he will be grateful for the people who has troubled also. Drudavrataha, one who is determined in his decisions, or one who's got a strong willpower. Viryavan, one who is vigorous. Dharmagnaha, diligent or conscientious. Then Eka Priyadarshanaha, extremely handsome to look. Charitrena Yuktaha, excellent behavior, good character. When I was thinking about this Maryada Purushottam and when I was listing this, then I was thinking whether I will be able to discuss all the 16 qualities. At least it will take minimum 1 or 2 hours to discuss, even just to explain and maybe telling one's even incident for this. Probably it will take 2-3 hours. I don't know how much justice I'll be able to give. So maybe, if possible, I will try to go little deeper so that we can have few classes, or otherwise I will try to finish how many characters. If you want to finish, you give us just Swamiji, then we can go in a flying visit or just like touching things. Okay, now for example, if you see first one, we can say Dharmagnaha. Now, the word dharma is a very broad word in our Indian philosophy or Indian wisdom. Dharmagnaha. Now, Swamiji says religion is realization. We all know that. That means their dharma means it is the path and it is the goal also. It is moksha and it is also sadhana patha, that is karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, all these things brought under dharma. So the means and the goal is dharma. There's a one meaning, for example. Then dharma means here duty. Like as a student, he has got some duty. He has to study and he has to build up his life, build up his personality. Now teacher has got a duty. She has to teach. She has to share the wisdom to children equally. Mother has got a duty. Father has got his duty. So that is what kartavya. That is also called dharma. Then apart from that, we have got professional ethics. Professional duty or professional ethics. Even that is also called dharma. And based on our varnas or based on our ashrama, we have got duties. As a brahmachari, as a gurhastha dharma is there. Sannyasi dharma is there. Vanaprastha dharma is there. So, and Purusha dharma is there, Stri dharma is there. So like that, so many things we keep on, and dharma is also rituals, which is religious practices. These so many things we can bring this. So this itself we can discuss for few hours actually. Okay. Now, just I will take 1 or 2 examples now. Now Rama was asked to go to forest. Before that, Rama was called and he was asked to take up the, as a crown prince. So Pattabhisheka coronation will be done in 2-3 days. We all know that. So Rama comes and informs Mother Kausalya that mother, father asked me to take care, he is asked us to accept the responsibility to take care of the people, citizens. And mother said, fine. And he said, if that is, then Kausalya Devi said, from today onwards, you and your wife Sita has to fast. Now, any good thing, we go for party. But in the olden days, coronation means not the party, night party, they had to fast. Accepted, and Rama and Sita started fasting. And not only that, helping poor people, Brahmins, priests, poor people, religious people, sages and all. So lot of alms giving was prepared. Okay, so here, whatever the rituals you say, so rituals is Kausalya Devi is telling and Rama is also participating. He is doing it. Now, we all know that then just previous day before coronation, and he was called and he was asked to leave to the forest. Rama didn't have any problem. He said, Evameva Gamishyami. Is that's all? I shall go. Next day morning he was to be coronated, and previous night he was asked to leave to the forest for 14 years, and he said, is it that's all? I will go. Okay. And he comes and informs Kausalya Devi. Now, Mother Kausalya, after all, she is a mother, biological mother. We all know that. Chandramani Devi also couldn't accept Ramakrishna. Just he wore a kopina and also ashes. Mother Chandramani Devi didn't accept, couldn't tolerate. So no mother can accept these things, isn't it? We all know that. So even Kausalya Devi also couldn't accept this. She was terrified, emotionally disturbed, and she said, look, I am your mother. Rama said, yes, mother, you are my mother, no doubt. So I think Samudra Deva or Agni Deva, he didn't follow the instructions of her mother, and as a result, he was cursed. So that was remembered or reminded by the Kausalya Devi to Rama, and she orders Rama that you should not go anywhere. This is my order. Now, imagine if any one of weaver would have been in his case, in his position, what is the thank you, mother, you are so lovely, I shall not go. Yes, as you say, because as I am your obedient student, I shall follow you. Because inside I also don't want to go. This is what happens sometimes with the children. Children want to go somewhere, mother says no, and father says yes, and always children will take the side on which it is a conducive for them. Anyhow, this is all a natural thing happens in the family. Now, father has said, same thing in the case, father has said to go to the forest, and mother is saying not to go to the forest. And Rama, here again, the beautiful, is also wise man, again you say. Rama didn't say anything. First he said, accepted. Okay, mother, as you say, I shall follow it. He accepted, and is also an example for his brilliance again. And Kausalya Devi felt happy. A momentary happiness was there for her. Then Rama asked, I always say, if and buts, then only all the problem comes. So Rama said, yes, but. What is but? Mother, because now Father Dasharatha, you are, before becoming mother to me, you are a wife to the Dasharatha Maharaja, and you are also queen also. Yes. So as you being a queen, chaste wife, you have got Pativrata Dharma. What is Pativrata Dharma? When husband is taking any vow, or he is following the religious things, or he is following any truth, or he is following any his words, then you are supposed to support him. As your Pativrata Dharma, as being a chaste wife, you are supposed to, whether it is conducive or not, if it is not against Dharma, you are supposed to support him. Now, father has asked me to go because he has to maintain his words, and you are asking me not to go, that means then father will be liar. If a person is a liar, then is a sin, he has committed a sin, and if a person gives any pinda pradana for the forefathers, then they may not accept. So now you will be the cause for his breaking the vow of his words, vow of the truth. Do you want now? Please tell me. Kausalya Devi didn't add any answer. So as a Patni Dharma, as a wife duty, and as a Pativrata Dharma, Kausalya had to accept the decision of the Dasharatha Maharaja. And Rama, as being a son, his father's order, he is supposed to follow. So Sutta Dharma, the duty of a son is following strictly. So he's not carried over by emotions. So we all get carried over by desires or emotions, and that's where we leave or we get deteriorated, we get diverted from the path which we have taken. But in his case, it is not so. Even at that juncture, at that critical situation, he is not carried over by emotions and is not getting diverted from the path of truth, the path of dharma. And also you can see now Bharata, when he comes, and which previous year we have discussed in detail, when Bharata wanted to come and he pleaded, at least at that time he could have gone, but he said no, because father has ordered me, father is there or not, father has ordered me, I have to follow the instructions, so I cannot come back. So dharmagna. And also now rituals point, if you see, when Rama, Sita and Lakshmana, they came back and they were in the forest, and Dasharatha Maharaja passed away. We all know that when Bharata, Shatrughna, all of them, they came. And when they were informed, Rama, Lakshmana and Sita were informed that Dasharatha Maharaja passed away. Now in the forest, they don't get anything, items and all. But still, Rama and Lakshmana, whatever articles were available, like for example, fruits, and whatever seeds and whatever available, they crushed them and they made a balls and they gave a pinda pradana for Dasharatha. Array, what to do? See, in one side, because of Dasharatha, we came to forest. Let him die. It is good that he died. So no anger towards them. He accepted, whether it is conducive or not, he accepted. Emotional stability. And this is also dharmagna, because he knows what is right and what is wrong. One thing. Second thing, whether all articles are available or not, whatever is available, based on that, he is doing the Shabda ceremony. Kausalya looks into it and she makes a comment, "Oh Dasharatha Maharaja, you are the emperor. Finally, for Pinda Pradana, you don't have items also. So you have been fed with these fruits and nuts and whatever, seeds or whatever." But see, whatever is available, using that, they gave the Pinda Pradana. They didn't take options. Okay, afterwards we will see. Whenever we get articles, we shall do. Otherwise, we shall not do. No. So they followed the rituals also. And when there were Parna Kutira, thatched hut was built, even Rama makes a Guru Pravesha. Simple, that Agni Puja and whatever the rituals are there, everything he does, and then he enters the Parna Kutira, the thatched hut. So he used to follow all that, morning getting up, having Sandhya Vandana and doing Surya Argya, because their tutelary deity was Surya Bhagavan. So doing Surya Argya, everything is to follow, even the rituals. When we travel, we don't follow rituals. For example, we are supposed to meditate. We are supposed to do our japam. When we are traveling and we have gone to devotees, relatives' house and all, we are traveling, we are busy, etc. Things are not conducive. We take spiritual holidays. But Rama, no, wherever he is there, he is doing is all following all the rituals. So just one or two examples for Dharmagna. Now, second quality, one more I can take, is Gunavan. Is with such of good qualities. So many examples we can give. One example one or two I will discuss now. He is to love and respect their elders, which is becoming very less in the present day in the name of democracy and the freedom. We should have freedom to express our views, but there is a way to express our views. There is a limitation. At the same time, he was also so loving and considerate towards the youngsters or juniors, younger brothers or younger sister-in-laws or anyone who is younger to them. He was also very loving and considerate and guiding person. So all these things we can tell in his like Saushilya, the word they use in Ramayana, the word for Gunavan, to explain the Gunavan, they use the word called Saushilya, means love and respect, or human dignity, or affectionate, or approachable nature. So these are the few shades of meaning for Saushilya. Love and respect, human dignity, affectionate nature, or approachable nature. You take the example of Guha. Now Rama is a king or a crown prince and Kshatriya and all. Now Guha comes from the lower strata of the society and probably is not even rich. And basically they were in the present day, if you want me to use it, is like a tribal people. But still, Rama says to Guha, you are dear and as equal you are. You are dear to me and as equal like Bharata, my own brother Bharata. How much ever dear to me and how much ever I love Bharata, in the same way I love you also. So human dignity, because he's from the lower strata of society or is poor or whatever, he has not been neglected. He has not been seen in a very loose way and all. No. An example for Shabari. When the Shabari comes and with all devotion, when she serves him, Lakshmana was very hesitant to accept the hospitality of Shabari. Because Shabari, what she is doing, we all know that. She take every fruit and she bites, and if it is sweet, then it is offered. And when it is a sour or whatever, then she is not offering. So basically, it has been defied. In Bangla boli amra. So now Rama is accepting that. Lakshmana was very hesitant. He made a show of accepting. Even some versions of Ramayana, other versions, they say, even Lakshmana didn't eat it. Only Rama ate it. That's what the version says, of course. Different versions of Ramayana says. Not, we should be always in the original Ramayana, what happens, we should see. Okay, now Rama accepts it. Because he saw only the love. And again, Shabari from the lower strata of the society, she was a lady, poor lady, and etc., etc. But still, he accepted her all hospitality, and he so much love and care he showed towards Shabari. So like that, we can keep on giving so many examples in the Gunavan. So Saushalya. So human dignity is restored everywhere. So whomever, either with the enemy or with the friend, or with the third person, either with the known person or unknown person, used to maintain the decorum while he's addressing or while he's talking. Some others may be doing all the nonsense things, nasty things and all, but he never used to come down from his level. So this is one important thing we have to learn, we have to keep in the mind. Because XYZ is behaving in a very loose way or whatever, we should not go to their level. We should stay in their level, our level. If possible, we should bring them to our level. If not, we should stay in our level. We should not go down to their level, which is very important most of the time. As much as possible, we should put into practice. So, Rama was such a person. He was Saushalya. Then, one more example one more quality I shall take. Now, he is a Viryavan. His valor was known for his valor. When he was young, probably he was 14 or 16 years. Then when he went and he killed Subhamarichana, Tataki. She was one of the great demon in those days. Thousands of people were in fear and so many people were eaten, were killed and all. Now, just he was a teenage boy. Rama and Lakshmana was teenage boys. And they were able to control and they were able to kill the Tataki. So this is one of the example for his valor, Viryavan. And Subahu and Marichi, when they came to fight with the Rama, so not only they, and 14,000 soldiers were there. And how many Rama and Lakshmana and their people? Only 2 people. Rama and Lakshmana, only 2, and the 2 fighters along with the 14,000. So it is a big army basically. Huge army, 14,000 is not a small army. So even both of them, they stood and they fought and they killed everyone or they made them to leave the place. So again, Viryavan. So they were not only good people, not only they were virtuous, and at the same time they had a valor. So they had a physical strength, mental strength, spiritual strength, emotional strength, so many things you can say. And he know the art of warfare also. So when someone shows, because in the weapons, mainly we have got 2 types of weapons. One is Shastra, the other is Astra. Shastra means just weapon, an arrow for an example. or a mace, gadha, mace for example. Just it is a weapon, that's all. Now, Vastra means weapon with special mantras. Now, Brahmastra, Pashupatastra, Varunastra. So, their astra means what? It is not just a weapon, charged with special powers. Or maybe it is boon, given boon. Pashupatastra, when you say it is astra, it is a weapon given by Pashupati, that is Lord Shiva. So, Lord Shiva's power, Lord Shiva's blessings are there. So one should know for what Shastra or Astra, what should be given as what is that particular type of Shastra and Astra, and for that what is the counter we should give. So Viryavan. So art of warfare, art of Shastra and Astra, everything was known, aware for Rama. And for one more example, let me take now, one more quality, Drudavratha. He was determined. He never deviates from the path or from his decision. I give this example, standard example all the time. When we go to yoga sessions, when we hear some lectures, when we hear some classes, we get, motivated. So, kal tak ami bor wala 5ta samay utbo, jeper jonno bosbo. 5 o'clock, let me get up because I have heard that, tu koto din ache jani na beche taki ute ektu jap korbo. So morning, let me get up and sit and walk japa for half an hour, 1 hour. Yes, we keep an alarm. Now, some people, as they decide, they set the alarm and the alarm rings, they put it off and they go and they finish their ablutions and they start their japa. So around 10-15% of the people among the decision makers, 100 people if they decide, among them 10-15% they don't have problem. As they decide, they get up and they start their routine. They don't have problem. Other 15-20% also have no problem. They knowingly or unknowingly, they put off the alarm and they sleep. They decided fine, but they put off the alarm and they sleep. So both people have no problem. Either they get up and they go and follow routine and they put off and they sleep. Now, in between, most of us, we are in between. Alarm rings and all our mind becomes so active. Yesterday night, when I went to bed, it was late. Or yesterday, it was very hard day and it was a lot of work and I got little body ache or a headache or whatever. So many reasons our mind gives and we get convinced. Okay, maybe tomorrow onwards, we'll put off and sleep. Yeah, but I decided that I should get up, and if I get up, I have to decide it, and if I sleep, that is not right. So there is an internal conflict, internal war. Neither I can sleep, nor I can get up. So I'm unable to take a decision. In that time itself, that conflict itself can take half an hour. Sometimes we may get up forcefully, sometimes we may sleep off. And that conflicts may happen for a long time. Why? Because we don't have a strong willpower. We decided and we don't follow, or we are unable to follow. We don't follow means we are unable to follow. We are supposed to be the masters of our mind, but unfortunately, we have become the slaves of our mind. Just like mobile phone. With all difficulty, hard-earned money, we purchase mobile, and it is our instrument. But unfortunately, slowly, we have become the slaves of our mobile phones. Mobile phone dictates our life. Mobile phone dictates our personalities, or it is dictating our even interpersonal relationship today. Husband and wife is quarreling. Why? Because of the mobile. She is not, because why? Because I have put in the status and everyone is liking, my husband didn't give the love, emoji or whatever. That's why I am disturbed. That's why I want divorce. So many very funny cases I'm hearing nowadays. And he's always talking with someone and he doesn't have a time to talk with me. Everyone wished my birthday and my husband or wife, they didn't wish my birthday, or they wished very late. That's why that's why they don't love me, or he doesn't love me, or she doesn't love me. So all petty reasons, you see. We hard-earned money, we purchase mobile, and now we have become the slaves of it. So we don't have a discrimination power. Now in the Drudavratha, now you see how he was determined. Now he was told, Bharata, the two boons, Kaikeyi, what was asked? First boon was, Bharata has to be coronated in the place of Rama, okay, and Rama should go to forest for 14 years. These were the two boons were asked by Kaikeyi to Dasharatha. Dasharatha willingly or unwillingly had to accept. Now, okay. Now, Rama came into forest for living in exile for 14 years. But in the 14 years of his exile, he traveled from, we all know that, from Ayodhya to Sri Lanka till there. So almost like from the mid part of India to the southern tip of the India, he traveled. And while traveling, he never entered not even one city. He didn't enter Ayodhya, we can understand. He didn't enter any cosmopolitan cities in those days, we can think. But he didn't enter even one city. Why? Because his father had told him to stay in the forest. Even while he's traveling, he stayed only in the forest. He didn't go into the city also. Even for example, when Sita, after the war and all, Sita was, released and all, then Vibhishana comes and he begs, please come into Lanka. And he says, no. Why? Because I have, under the vow, that I have accepted the vow, that 14 years I am not supposed to enter any city. As a result, I will not enter your city also. He stayed outside only. And as a result, he sent Lakshmana for coronation of the Vibhishana. He didn't go. And Lakshmana, he goes inside and he sees and he says, Swarnamayi Lanka. Oh Rama, Lanka is worthy to see. It is full flooded with gold, jewels, pearls, states and all. It is worthy to see, my dear. You should see. There only Rama says, Janani Janma Bhumischa Swarghadapi Gariyasi, which is often quoted shloka. Then only Rama says, Janani Janma Bhumischa. Janani, my biological mother, and Janmabhumi, my motherland, both are superior even to the heaven, my dear. So the Lanka may be Swarnamayi Lanka. It may be even very, it has got a lot of wealth compared to Ayodhya, maybe. But still, for me, my Ayodhya, my Janmabhumi is the great. You see, Drudavratha, he was so determined, no one can change. When Bharata said for Kausalya, we will go and I will try to bring back the Rama, then Mother Kausalya says, oh my dear, it is futile act. She is, if Rama comes, she will be the first lady who will be happiest lady. We all know that. But she knows that, oh my dear, I know who is my Rama. She says, even the sun may take accidentally or by mistake, sunrise, it may happen in the west. And sunset may be in the east. But Rama will never get away from the dharma, from the satya, or from the do's and don'ts. So Drudavratha, her mother Kausalya herself, she gives a certificate about her son. Sun may rise in the west, but Rama, you can't convince him. He won't get away. Drudavratha. So now you can see how great, how these people were. Unfortunately, this Rama has been simply, criticized for no reason, or for the lack of understanding, or you can say, or for the wrong thinkings, or whatever you say. Okay. Maybe one more quality I shall take. Then Satyavakya Paripalaka. He always spoke the truth. At any given circumstances, any challenging situations or whatever, he never lied. So there is a phrase in the Ramayana about Rama. Rama dvir nabi bhashate. Ramo dvir nabi bhashate. Means Rama, he never knew or he never spoke two words. He didn't have a split personality. He didn't have like a snake tongue. Who has got a split tongue, we say. He never had a split tongue. He never speak two times or two words, two ways. One time he says yes and the other time says no. And also if you see Satyavakya Paripalaka, as he promised to Sugriva, he helped him. And for example, interestingly, when they were in their exile, when they were in the forest, the rishis come and they explain the problem from this Kara, Dhushana, Kabandha, different demons basically. Different demons, how they are troubling the sadhus and the monks and the rishis and good people, basically religious people and saintly natured people. Then Rama and Lakshmana, when they heard Rama says, I am, as being a Kshatriya, my duty is to protect you, whether I'm in the forest or in the city. So I will protect you, my dear. So don't worry. Then they were all very happy because they got an assurance from him and they went. Now Sita took aback. Now you are just in exile. You don't have any duties actually. You are not the king. You are not even the crown prince now. How can you do this? Or why you want to do this? Because now you don't have any army. You don't have any other support. Just you, both of you are there. Why you want to take risk? Just like any wife tells to her husband. So similarly, Sita also dissuaded Rama not to do that, not to get into problems, not to take the risk, unnecessary risk. Rama says, no. Whether I'm in the city or I'm in the forest, my Kshatriya Dharma, I have to do, I have to follow. As a Kshatriya Dharma, I have to protect the people. I have to protect the people who comes and surrender, who pleads for help and etc. etc. As a result, I have to do it, I will do it. So Kshatriya Dharma. So whatever he gave a word to the saints, to the sages, he followed it. Now, contrary, you see, when Vishwamitra comes and asks, I need some help, Dasharatha says, yes, my dear, please tell me, my dear sage. I'm happy that you came, and he does a Pada Puja and he shows a lot of respect and all. Then Vishwamitra says, before giving your word, be careful, because Ikshvaku Amsha known for the maintaining his words, maintaining their promises. If you give and whatever I ask, you should give me. If you say no, then I will be unhappy. Before giving your word, you think, but after giving your word, you can't have any other second thought. Dasharatha, oh no, dear, don't worry. My entire kingdom is yours. You want pearls, you want diamonds, you want money, you want wealth, you want cows. What you want, you tell me. I'm at your disposal. My entire kingdom is at your disposal. Vishwamitra laughs and says, my dear, I don't need any of them. Thank you. I want only your son Rama. Dasharatha was in shock. He asked, why? Because my sacrifices, my yajnas has been, hampered by the two demons. As a result, if you send Rama, Rama will be able to kill. I can kill them, but now when I take a yajna vidhi, when I take the yajna resolve, then I'm not supposed to use my any powers. I'm supposed to practice ahimsa. As a result, I need your son Rama. Now Dasharatha had given his promise. Now Dasharatha is in fix. Dharma dvandva is in fix now. Dasharatha takes aback. Oh my dear, I am sorry. Except this, you ask anything else. You want me to come, I will come. And I will come with my army, because we have got a big army. I can come with me and my army, and I can send my chief and commanders. If you want, I can send the biggest army. They will all protect. Please spare Rama. Rama is a tender boy. He's a just adolescent, not even adolescent. He's a teenager. He's an adolescent boy. What does he know? Just he's learning the warfare now. So please please leave me. Vishwamitra gets angry and annoyed. As you have promised, if you want to wish you to hold your promise, send Rama. I know who is Rama. You send Rama. Otherwise, I don't want anything else. Then, Vasishtha intervenes and says, oh my dear, don't worry. I understand as a father, you are concerned about Rama and all, but he will be under Vishwamitra. So don't bother. Vishwamitra will protect. Nothing will happen to Rama. So please send. Then Rama was called and Rama was asked to go, and Rama said yes, and Rama left with no other question. And Rama never said, how can I go? How can I go and kill such a demon and all? No. Now you see, Dasharatha was in fix because the leaving near ones and dear ones and all. But in the Rama's case, it was not so. And it was so, it looks like very stone-hearted man like Rama. We all know that at the end of the Rama's tenure, more or less. So the story goes like this. Kala, the father of death, was sent by Brahma that you go and talk to the Rama saying that his time is over, his avatar karya is over, let him come back to Vaikuntha. Then he goes in a disguised manner, and he says, I want to speak to Rama, and he was allowed. Then he takes a promise that I will, while talking with you, no one should come. If anyone comes, then I will disappear, then you should give me the word. Rama said, yes, I have got my word for you, so no one will come. And he asks Lakshmana himself. Already there will be, because he's a king, he's in the what do you say, in the palace, so they will be guarded by always what do you say, soldiers and all. We all know that. Even same thing probably there. But because soldiers might do mistake, Rama asked Lakshmana, can you do the security job? Lakshmana would have said, what are you asking, my dear brother? Because I love you, you love me, you are my senior, you are my elder brother, can you do? No. So Rama asked, because soldiers might do mistake, so I want you to stand there and guard so that no one will come and I will not be disturbed. Lakshmana says, yes, and he was guarding. And I think Durvasa or one other Rishi comes and he says, I would like to see Rama. Now Lakshmana is in fix. Lakshmana says, my dear sir, please excuse me. Rama is in important meeting and he has said not to allow anyone. So please tell me whatever you want. I am at your disposal. I will help you. He said, what? I'm a sage. I'm come from such a long time to see Rama. And how can you do this nonsense? Then Lakshmana pleads and that sage says, no. I don't want anything. You let me know now whether you will allow me to go and see Rama or not. If you allow, sign. Otherwise, I will curse you and your clan, entire clan, and I will go away. I don't want to hear anything. Now Lakshmana is in fix. Now, if he allows the sage go inside, then he will be breaking the Rama's words. He will be breaking it. If he doesn't allow, not only entire his clan will be cursed. What to do? Lakshmana takes the risk. Now what happens if I allow? Then I will be, what do you say? Rama may be angry on me, but if I don't let him, I may be in problem, but if I don't let him, my entire clan will be at difficulty, saying that Lakshmana had to allow. Lakshmana intervenes, basically. He goes inside to inform that sage Durvasa, whoever has come. Now, that Kala, who was in disguised form, he was in his real form and he was talking. As soon as Lakshmana enters and he sees, he goes away. By that time, already most of the discussions are over and he goes away. Now, Rama said, my dear Lakshmana, what did you do? Lakshmana said, yes, brother, I did a mistake, but there was no other option. Then Lakshmana briefs Rama. Then he says, we will talk afterwards. Then they say, so please you call the sage, and they go and they invite sage and they ask sage, sorry, you have to wait for me and all. Then the sage was no problem. I understand, he said. And they spoke each other, and afterwards, then the sage left. Now, Lakshmana, in fairness, if you see, because to save the family, to save the entire clan, he took the decision. If you in commonsensical way, if you see, yes, it is not wrong. It is not at all any mistake of Lakshmana. In a good sense, in a good cause it did. But Rama said, you broke the words. Whatever the reason may be, now you have to take the punishment. Now, who is Lakshmana? From his Lakshmana's birth, till now, he served 14 years. He went to exile with Rama. Not a single day he slept. He left his kith and kin, he left his wife, everything. He sacrificed his life. And for this one small mistake, even though it is not mistake, even though, say, Rama has said, now he has to be punished. Now the ministers were called and discussions are happening. Everyone is getting disturbed and Bharata is also not happy. And Shatrughna, of course, he was in Mathura, in the present day Mathura in those days. And discussions happened. As a result, they said that, so he has to be now, hanged. Maranadandana. Then Hanuman says that, oh my dear, so he gives one Dharma Shastra, based on the Dharma Shastra scriptures. If a deer once has been deserted, it is as good as killing. It is as good as hanging. So probably instead of hanging Lakshmana, you may desert him. Rama gets emotive. Rama gets moved when he hears that I have to desert. Either I have to hang Lakshmana or I have to desert Lakshmana. It is as good as same thing. He was in pain, no doubt. But for a moment, afterwards, he took it strong. He changed his mind. He said, yes. And he said, Lakshmana, I am deserting you now onwards. Lakshmana accepts it and he leaves. And afterwards, he goes to as per Ramayana, he leaves his body because without Rama, he cannot leave. So he leaves his body and he goes to the Vaikuntha. Because he was the form of incarnation of Adishesha. Vasuki, we all know that. Now you see, Satyavakya Paripalaka. Dharma Sukshma, how important, how subtle, how sensitive all these things. That's why without tapas, without penance, our body, mind, and sense organs, especially mind, is not purified. And without that purification of the mind, we cannot understand the dharma or dharma sukshma. That's why it's a tapas svadhyayi niratam. Who is that Valmiki Brahmagna? He is niratam. He is engaged in tapa and svadhyaya. And who is that Narada? Is Munipangava. Is the best among sages. So that's the reason sometimes, unfortunately, today we are all criticizing Rama or Sita, Ramayana, Mahabharata. Why? Because we don't have that caliber, we don't have that penance, we don't have that Dharma Sukshma understanding. That's where we are misunderstanding Ramayana. And of course, wrong intentions also there, political intentions, selfish motives are also there with the people. Unfortunately, this is the source and the background and the base for our Indian culture, Ramayana and Mahabharata. But unfortunately, it has been told or it has been portrayed in a very wrong way or in a deteriorative way. May this Ramanomi, which is on the Sunday, may be the one chance for all of us to rejuvenate our devotion towards Rama or towards the God, and so that we shall try to follow few lessons which has been shown by Sri Ramachandra. प्रियतां पुण्डरीकाक्षः सर्वयज्ञेश्वरो हरिः तस्मिन् तुष्टे जगत्तुष्टं प्रीणिते प्रीणितं जगत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्रीरामार्पणमस्तु. Yes, sorry, just I could take only 2, 3 or 4 maybe qualities. Yeah.
Thank you, Maharaj. You have increased our thirst to hear more. So as you have suggested, maybe after you come back from your US visit, we can have some more discussion on the other qualities of Sri Rama.
So if you read first 100 slokas, enough, you will know the entire Ramayana in gist.
Then you have to teach us the 100 slokas.
No, you see, now it is all translations are available for English, Hindi translation, Bengali translation, or any other vernacular India translations are available, isn't it?
Yes,
I wish to say translations are available.
And all means this critical analysis, we can read any book and the translation probably, but that in between lines, those discussions, for that we need the teacher, right?
Yeah, of course, no doubt. Yeah. Yeah. Any questions based on this today's class?
One statement is there, Maharaj, not question. Statement is like this. You said during Lord Rama's conversation with his mother, Kaushalya, that you have to do the Pativrata Dharma, etc. Like that you said. I just want to make a statement that nowadays it is not applicable. It is Patnivrata Dharma is applicable, not Pativrata Dharma.
No, see, so here is a thing which many people, they don't understand. Oh, is always the rules are only for women. Why? Not for men. No. Pativrata Dharma, Patnivrata Dharma, both are there actually. It is not only for women. For men also it is there. So, I mean, I don't know whether it has not been showed or it has not been discussed or it has not been understood. So it is not only Pativrata means only it is only for women. So men can be free and men can be free from all these ethics and morality. No. He also has to follow the rules and regulations. I think in Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga, Swamiji discusses the Grostha Dharma in a chapter completely. He tells, for an example, now a family, a male who is the owner of the family, he has to take care of the children and he has to take care of the wife at whatever circumstances may be. First thing. And he cannot let go the dignity of his wife and the children for whatever the cause may be. He has to protect that. And he has to, if any problem comes, even without caring his life, he has to protect the family. Third, and interestingly, Swamiji says, of course, it's all based on Dharma Shastras. He should not unnecessarily boost himself in front of his wife. Oh, I am that, ami korechi, eta korechi, eta. Amu kichu bolte takina, no, korte nahi. And not only that, he should also see that the dignity of his wife should not be soiled in front of others. All these things Swami discussed in Jnana Yoga. You see? So it is not only for wife, even for husband also a lot of duties are there, responsibilities are there. So one has to follow that. So that's why I say all married people are not grahasthas. All married people can be samsaris, but not grahasthas. Grahastha, one can be grahastha, one following the grahastha dharma. Like all unmarried people are bachelors or brahmacharis or brahmacharinis. Again, there is a wrong. What is it? Brahmachari or brahmachari means unmarried. No, it is a very superficial and very, what do you say, one is very 1/100th part of the meaning of the word brahmachari or brahmacharini. All bachelors cannot be called as brahmachari or brahmacharini. Yeah.
Maharaj, in Ramayana itself means Sri Ram, in that time the society norm was that male can have more than one wife. But since Sri Ram promised to Sita that he will not marry again, so even after means putting Sita in exile, he never married. So that is definitely that is a Pativrata dharma, as you have mentioned.
Yes. No, but basically they were kings. That's what I mean. I don't know. Common people also could marry, but at least the kings were allowed to marry. Dasharatha himself had 3 wives, for example. So kings were allowed to marry. Even before independence and all, we see like whoever the kings were there, they had not only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever. Official, I used to say, yeah. Okay, then.
I could have argued a little bit, but I thought this is a spiritual platform, so better to avoid the statements here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Soma Mukherjee raised her hand. I don't know. It was by mistake.
Soma. What? Soma. Ask your question.
Actually, Maharaj, I was asked, you mentioned that brahmacharya, brata. What is brahmacharya? Following Brahma or to try to attaining Brahma is brahmacharya, isn't it so? Or
Okay.
just
So
celibacy?
Brahmani Charita iti brahmacharini. So it is a feminine means brahmacharini, masculine means brahmachari, means one who follows, one who holds the Brahma. Here Brahman means 2-3 meanings can be given. One is Brahman is what? Yes, the consciousness, one who has to hold on to the consciousness. It is not only brahmachari, even grahastha, sannyas, everyone has to hold the consciousness. So here that is also one meaning, but the more relevant meaning here is, here Brahman means actually Vedas. So one who studies Vedas and one who follows the Vedas, he is called brahmachari or brahmacharini. Means one who studies Vedas, one who follows that Agnihotra, because other yajnas is not allowed to do for brahmachari or brahmacharini until marriage. So he or she can do Agnihotra, doing Agnihotra, studying Vedas and following the life as prescribed in the Vedas. That is the such, and apart from that, doing Sandhya Vandana or whatever the rules and regulations has been laid out by Vedas. So following that is called brahmachari or brahmacharini. And brahmacharya is the celibacy or chaste, it is the part of it. It is one part of it.
Maharaj, what was exactly that Agnihotra?
Yeah, Agnihotra is worshipping the Agni actually. If you want me to say simple meaning, Agnihotra means it is worshipping the Agni fire. So there are mantras, chanting the mantras, offering the mostly milk or ghee, clarified butter. So worshipping the Agni actually. And for when it comes to Gurasthas, it is different. It is different in the sense, apart from that, Panchagni is there. 5 types of Agni has to be maintained by the Gurastha, and he has to worship that. See, that's the reason now. I mean, in some communities or caste, it is done. When a person dies, in front of the house, they lit a fire. Why is it, Because now, for an example, Yajamana was following and worshipping that Agni for his whole lifetime, which he received from his father. When that person dies, that father has been put out. Why? Because the person is no more. So it has been put out, and that will be it will be maintained. So when the person is taken to the cremation ground, that's where his son or whoever is doing the cremation burning. So they will take that Agni only in the pot actual, and from there they will prepare the fire and they will light. So the fire which he was received from his father, and he was worshipping till his death. So with the same fire, his body will be cremated. That was the thing. But now fire worship gone. But when a person dies, simply they light a fire outside, and afterwards they take that fire. And it has become a symbolic actually.
So originally this Pancha Agni was part of the Agnihotra Yoga?
No, I mean Panchagni Upasana is the part of Grihastha Dharma. Agnihotra is just worshipping the fire, that's all. It is a simple, like puja, any puja. Then Satyanarayana puja, Vinayak puja, then there are a few special pujas, isn't it? So Agnihotra is a common thing for everyone. I mean, for everyone means for Brahmachari, Grihastha and Vanaprastha. Not sannyasi, of course. For all the three, Agnihotra was common. For Grihastha, there were few other things. Apart from Agnihotra, he had to maintain Panchagni, and a few other ishtis were there. And all. Yeah. So one is special, one is ordinary one, the other things are special things. Okay.
Thank you.
প্রণাম মহারাজ, খুব ভালো করে ঘুরে
Pranam Maharaj.
Pranam Maharaj.
প্রণাম মহারাজ।
প্রণাম মহারাজ।